Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. It's the 80s team and the 2010s team. And it's the 2010s team to start out. Now the starting group for the visitors. McHale is out there at Malone. Then it's Bird, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the point guard position.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
James. Curry passes to KD. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Durant.
Steph just doing his thing from downtown. That's his game.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I spoke with the head coach of the 80s team. This is a team that loves to run, and he really wants to see them do what they love. So transition ball should be the order of the day, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's James. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And then Johnson with the dunk.
As skilled a player as Bird has become, a lot of his biggest plays are due to his effort. Case in point, right there. And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80s team. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Bird with the bucket.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Outside for Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Jordan. And it's out of bounds. Still the 80s team ball. .29 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Malone finishing it off.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Johnson against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. Harden dishes to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The 2010s team out in front, up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the 2010s team, guys, what jumps out so far stat-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
We've got Harden. Anthony Davis is out there with LeBron James. And it's Durant. And it's Curry in at the point. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Irving, and the slam dunk by Irving. Here's the 2010s team with the ball. They trail by 1. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the 80s team, they've got Magic Johnson. McHale is out there with Bird. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Irving in its shooting guard. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Thomas checked in for Magic Johnson. Here's Bird. Off the inbound, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Durant finds Davis, now Curry. And here's Harden. He's covered by Irving. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Davis. Harden's got 5.
Well, AD attracts so much attention. He's learned to stay patient and just locate the open man.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Curry way outside, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
It's stolen by Curry. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Harden on the wing. Outside Durant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on James Worthy.
We all know when KD gets the basketball, it might be easier just to foul him than letting him shoot it.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second.
Growing up, KD wanted to play for his favorite team, the Toronto Raptors, which featured his favorite player, Vince Carter. Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Curry. From downtown, good on the three-point shot. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the 2010s team.
Wow, that's a tough shot, but Steph has the confidence to take that.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The 2010s team out in front as they wrap up the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Harden out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Davis. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Malone.
Excellent defense by Anthony Davis. He does not disappoint. Big-time play from AD.
So timeout called here, the first for the 2010s team. A different look for the 2010s team. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the 2010s team. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And the ball out of play, the 80s team will inbound.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And the 80s team has possession. And he makes that one. Bird's got his second basket.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
Here's Westbrook out to Wade from deep. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Dwayne Wade has been working to improve that three-point shot. He knows that's a key to aging gracefully.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. The 80s team making a switch here. Wilkins is checked in. And Johnson drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And so it's the 2010s team with it. 6-point game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Kevin McHale.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Johnson against Rose. Passes it to McHale. Malone kicks to Johnson. Here's Bird. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bird's got 6. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Wade, and it's Wade slamming it down.
And the vertical of Wade still remarkable. A high-flying 2-guard who loves sending it home.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Johnson. The 80s team making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. Now a timeout call by the 2010s team. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some gateway to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
That was a good play call, attacking with the right guy in the right situation.
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Johnson with it. Westbrook picks him up. And the basket by Johnson.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And here's the fast break. Up the floor. And with that, the 2010s team lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Malone.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Count that one. Giannis has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
He can't hit that time. The third quarter comes to a close. The 2010s team leads by 7. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here's the 2010s team with the ball. On the court for the 80s team. We've got Worthy. Jordan is out there with Magic Johnson. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Dantley in at the 3 spot. Wade kicks to Leonard. Drops in the tray. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for the 2010s team.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now here's Johnson. Feeds to Malone. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Wade kicks to Leonard. Over in the corner, Rose. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from 3-point range. Rose has got his first 3 points of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Johnson with the putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. There's a minute left here in the 4th quarter. Out to Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And the foul on Rose. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it.
We present our New Balance player of the game, Steph Curry.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Step back and squared up.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Bird pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's James. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And James gets it to go.
The defense hanging all over LeBron James. He takes the opportunity and he scores.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80s team. They trail by 9 points. Bird can't hit. Harden the pass to James. Harden kicks to LeBron. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Jordan. No good there. So the 2010s team wins it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.